Give everybody a few seconds to get on. It does take a few minutes here. All right, well, I am able to see everything. Let's get that wire out of the way while we wait for some people. It's a Sunday afternoon, late afternoon, I guess you could say. I thought, well, let's do a live. I haven't done it in a while, live, so I thought, let's do something fun. Oh, there's some people there. Hey, everyone. I wanted to do the Hello Harvest. I really am enjoying, well, it's September, so we have to do something fall. Since it was 84 degrees yesterday, I said, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go lay out in the sun. One more time. So I thought, let's do Rustic Harvest meets Textured Chic and heat embossing. So I thought the heat embossing would be really fun to do. I did the heat embossing with some coloring and some gold background for this little guy. I thought it came out really nice. And of course the little vines in the distress gold came out real pretty. Lovely Vellum is that package of a whole bunch of vellum. That came in and it was just so nice, and I really enjoyed getting that and trying it out. Hey Jerry, how you doing? So I wanted you guys to see what I did with that lovely package of vellum. And then we're using Mary Merlot. Okay, this one here, I've already done this one, but this is in soft succulent. And this is using the Textured Chic paper. Came out really pretty. And I also used the gilded leafing. That's a lot of fun. You can be a little bit messy. And the distress gold as well. And of course for the filigrees and the little vines, again, the distress gold and a lot of heat embossing. Came out beautiful, didn't it? Oh, it's just so pretty. Oh. So let's do this one today. We've got the beautiful colors, and obviously on my sampler you can see all the pretty colors that we have that we can use. We're going to use this one here, this DSP here, and I'm going to use the leaf in the black and white. I thought that was really pretty. So we're going to use that with the Mary Merlot. Okay, so I'll move this so we don't get that all messy, and we're going to start off our usual 5 1/4 times 4. Okay, this is our first base, our first one right here. Okay, nice and simple. You know, make sure I get all my embossing stuff off here. I can't wait to show you my little embossing toolkit that I got as well. I love it. So cute. Oh, and don't forget, in this suite was the leaf labels. I didn't use them in this one, but I think I might use this in the inside. I'll show you these. These are kind of cool. The heat embossing that I'm using is Hero Arts. I really like their gold embossing, and it's just a darling. Oh, just so nice. So first things first, let's just put some of my snail here. Snap and seal, or whatever you want to call it. Snap and seal, right. Oh, that's funny. That'd kill me. Okay, so we're just going to put this down. Again, 5 1/4 times 4. Okay, and that looks so nice. Let me just do a quick bone fold. All right. And this next mat is 3 1/4 times 4 1/4. And this is going to be 3 times 4, okay? We're going to pop this one up after we glue it together. I really, I got to pop things up, right? So I'm going to get this all ready. And this is that stamp and seal. So once it's sealed, you cannot get it off. So really know where you're going to put this stuff because it won't come up. All right? So this is our base. So we're all set. We're ready to rock and roll here. This will go just like that, simple, right? and it's so, so pretty. Now, let's get our handy dandy, look at me, look at me, so orderly here. So we've got one of our beautiful, lovely vellum, and it comes in about, I don't know, 50 of them, but here's all the plain, and then you've got different vellums here. I could have used that and put a pumpkin in it, for instance, or this one here, but I'm using the solid ones, so there's plenty of solid to use. Obviously, you could use this as a background for anything that you were making, but I'm going to use it for my pumpkin. And I'm going to use it for my floral, okay? And I've already done this. I did a gold embossing using the Versamark, and then Hero Arts, and then I did a nice little heat on it, and it came out so pretty. So I'm going to show you what to do with this before we die cut this out today. Now this little guy, the first things first, oh my gosh, my heat embossing toolkit. So in the heat embossing toolkit, you're going to get this little guy. It's so neat because it's got a screw here, and that's a hole, and that's where you can put all of your really nice emboss back into its little jar. Okay, it's really cute. And then it comes with a little brush, and it comes with this lovely piece here because you need this to help you so you don't burn yourself. So I'm just gonna get everything off of this that might be on this little. Oh, I just love this little guy. I've been wanting one of these little guys for a while. In fact, what's in this toolkit? It's the powder pal, the embossing buddy, your crafting brush, and your crafting tweezers. Look at that. So my brush is somewhere here. Here's my brush. Okay. So it comes nice with nice tools. I'm really glad that I bought it. I've always wanted to have a nice little embossing set, so now I have one. So let's get our Versamark out. Okay. I'm putting a Hello Harvest bundle on my next order. You should. Oh my gosh, Jerry. So, who's going to Onstage in November? I know I am, and I think 4 of my teammates are going, and a couple of the pals from my buddies from 2019 that went, they're coming. So I'm kind of excited. Onstage, November 11th through the 13th over in Indy. Who's coming? Who wants to meet me? Oh, I'm just kidding. Kill me. So I'm going to do 2 just in case I don't like the... Well, I'm doing 2 because I'm doing 2 pumpkins. That's right. I forgot. So just put that Versamark. Obviously, you can't see anything at this very moment. That's okay. You will in just a second. I'm going to close this up. Okay. And I'll move this little guy. And what we're going to do now is we're going to bring over my handy dandy toolkit, which is so nice to use. And I'm going to obviously use this. Look. So I've got some gold in there, obviously, but I'm going to pour some more in here as well. I'm just going to put it all over. And then I'll just scrape from the rest of it because it's all out right now. So I don't really need this yet, so I'll just hold off just a second. And I'm just gonna just lather this with all the glitter, okay? So now you can see my glitter on my little guy. And don't be worried if it's on this next here or anything, because you're not gonna use that area. You're gonna die cut these out once they're dry. But isn't that nice? Isn't that cool? And then, just for FYI, I just want to show you, I won't time here. You just unscrew this little top here, and you take this little guy here, and it just goes all the way, just like a, isn't that cool? So that way you don't lose all your embossing. You're going to always lose a little bit, but not the whole thing. So I just want to show you how to use that. Okay, and then it looks like I got a little bit on here, so I don't want to waste that either. So there we go. Now I got a lot. I'm going to put that top back on, and I'm going to blow dry this now, okay? So if you don't have a heat embossing... Hey, Sherry, how are you? Oh, I'm so glad you did. It's such a pretty, isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. Okay. Wow. Did you order it from me, Sherry? I'll have to see if you did that order. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick blow dry on this. And see how nice that comes in. And then what's really neat about doing a heat emboss, and I'll show you in just a minute so I'm not screaming here. See how it's coming to fruition here? And if you see any areas that are not shiny, that means they're just not done yet. So to keep blow drying. And so that's what I wanted to show you. You can see right here, those are not done. Okay? So we're going to keep doing that. All right? Oh, okay. I've had this little embossing blow dryer for years. I'm just very watchful when I use it. One of them I had one time went on fire, so I'm always very cautious. It was an older one. Made for an exciting time doing heat embossing. There we go. Oh, doesn't that look great? Oh yeah. I'm just gonna double check. Using my little handy dandy. I mean, it gets pretty hot, so you got to really watch yourself so you don't burn yourself. There we go. I usually don't do all the fun stuff online, but this time you kind of have to show how to do that. So very simple. I'm going to let it dry for just a second because we're going to color on this next, okay? So love how it came out. I'm going to let it dry, okay? And then when you are using Versamark, you know, which is great to use on all your stamps, just make sure you take something to clean it off with. It's a sticky little substance, and you just want to give it a nice little cleanliness for your little guys. I mean, it's clear, so you can't hurt anything. Now the next thing I did, and I'll just get that going while we're waiting for this to dry, is I did the beautiful stamp set, and I did a Versamark on this, okay? So I'm going to show you that one. Here it is right here. All right, already ready. So now, since this one's dry, we're going to turn this over, okay? I did notice when I colored on top of the embossing, what happened is some of the embossing pulled away. So turn this over. Any area that is kind of clear, you want to color, okay? So you see those flowers right there? Right here? I'm going to color this side, okay? So let's try, let's see, what color did I use on this one? I think I used pumpkin pie. So let's just use the bigger, okay? Real hard to see on this. So let's move this for just a minute since we're kind of done on the blow drying front, and see if you can't see it better like that. I think you might be able to see it better. What do you think? And there we go. Okay, so what I do is I just turned it the opposite way and just colored the leaves, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna die cut this out, all right? So I'm gonna just color my leaves, or I'm sorry, my flowers right now. And then I'm going to use, I think, mossy, use a little bit of mossy, and I'm going to do some leaves. And then there's one other color. I'm going to use Mary Merlot, and you won't see a lot of the color, you'll just see a little bit of the hint of it, okay? So I'm just going to, there we go, okay, and then a little bit here, and a little bit on the leaves, just a little bit. It doesn't have to be all of them, okay? Just the areas that are kind of clear, because it will show through, okay? So it doesn't matter what this side looks like, you're not going to see all this mess. So this Mary Merlot, I'm just gonna do some of these flowers that are round, okay? And there we go. Okay, now it looks like something. Oh, shoot. Did it stop? There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Must have frozen. Okay, so see what I did on this one? It now, I'm just trying to get it closer. I colored all of these on the opposite side, and now I turn it over, and look at the colors that you can see through with the gold, okay? So that's what I was trying to show you before I got frozen, which I thought that might happen today, because it's just my luck. Let me see if I can't get this higher. It keeps slipping on me. Okay. Oh, Sherry D. Oh, demonstrator too. Okay, I know another Sherry, and she has spells it the exact way and has the same initial for her last name. I was like, oh. Well, super. Welcome. Okay, so you see that this is my gold on this side. Okay, and then this is the other side. So it came out very cute. Okay. Okay, so looks like my internet's running slow, but at least it's running. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is my pumpkins, okay? So we'll get that going, and what I'm gonna do, just to show you, I'm gonna do cherry cobbler on one, and then I'm going to do the pumpkin on the other. Now you'll notice this is the really nice, turn it over. This is the smooth side, which is not embossed. I'm just going to use I think I'll use the fine tip right now. And where the lines are, I'm just going to kind of just get it a little bit darker. And then I'm going to lighten it up in the middle with a bigger brush, okay? So I just do this, you know, and don't worry if you go outside the lines. It's not a big deal. You remember you're going to cut this out. And then I'm going to take my other side, and I'm just going to color this, you know, nice and quick. It doesn't have to be a perfect. And I'm all set there. Okay, now watch. See how pretty that is? See how pretty that is? Look at that. So pretty. It just comes out really, really, really pretty. And then I might even put some other colors on it to kind of give it a little bit more dimension, which might be Mary Merlot. Okay, so the next one, I'm gonna just shut this up real quick. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Right because it was easy to get to. And you can use either fine or the bigger. It doesn't matter because it's all going to blend in anyway. And that's not a problem to use. And right there, nice and simple. And then here's the other way if you want to do it the other way. It's just too tiny sometimes. And there we go. Again, this is on the opposite side of the area where you did the embossing, the heat embossing. And then really, you can just make it do a frantic kind of color. It doesn't have to be perfect because you do want some light areas, by the way. And you can have it more muted depending on how light or dark you do this. And it will show up that way as well. Now this is your old cinnamon cider. You can use soft suede or any other brown espresso if you want, but come on, I still like this color. I'm gonna use it for the little stoop here. Okay, and then if you want, you can use any of your other colors and just do a nice little one more time on this pumpkin one. I just thought of that. Okay, because it's going to come out just so cool. There you go. See? Look at those two. This looks so good. I'm sorry, Sherry. I'm glad you're doing better. That sounds great. But isn't that pretty? So you see both of them? And again, I did a quick job on the Mary Merlot, but you can definitely go back and do one more color on it to cover any of the white areas if you don't like the white showing. There's so many different colored pumpkins. Why not do Mary Merlot? What the heck, right? So now we've done our coloring. We've done our coloring on here. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. We're almost done, ladies. So, does everybody have this board? I do, and it's really odd because you have to really still have to, if I don't want to ruin this board, I know that they aren't going to sell this anymore, but I do like the magnetic board for my embossing toolkit, so I don't want to get any scratches on it, so I'm going to do it the opposite way. So I take my little guy, instead of going into the board, I'm going to go out so it doesn't ever cut. So because I have to do it that way, I have to use washi tape. So I put washi tape so that it won't move. And look at this washi tape. I mean, this is pretty cute. I've had this since, I don't know, like 4 years ago. 6. Of course, it'd be nice if you could find the beginning. That would be really nice, Karen. Okay, I found it. Okay. It's so much fun doing life, you know? You don't feel nervous at all. Okay, so here's the first one. All right, let me go and cut this one out and see how cute this is going to be. You only have to do 2 pumpkins, okay, guys? That's it. And of course, vellum is so light. You know, it takes one round and you've got it cut, okay? And that's it. So, there we go. So again, I want it to be, make sure it stays, the vellum is going to pop right off, and so is that little washi tape. It's not going to ruin anything. Okay. And if you want it to dry just a little bit more, obviously let it dry. But isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I do too. You know, it's so pretty. So take your washi tape that you just used, okay? Now we're going to put it on this little guy. See? Oops, let's turn it on the right side so where all the gold is. Oh, that kill me. All right. There we go. We're going to put some washi tape there. And we're going to throw that away. And we're going to put it right here. Okay, just to hold that little baby so it doesn't make a huge mess. Let's see. Turn that over so I don't. I usually have my cutting done, but this is kind of different because you really do have to show people how to make these. Now, I've got these 2 done, which is great. You could, without doing anything else, just put these right on exactly like I did here, okay? See the vellum? It's flush with the card, all right? And then you can see the, if you have textured sheet, go in there tonight and go get it. There's a beautiful paper with leaves on it. And this is such a great fall looking card. And it's cool looking, you know? Okay, so these are mine. Yay. These are going to go on here. But I said to myself, now see how pretty that would go with the vellum? See how it shines right through with the black and white paper? Very pretty, isn't it? I love the coloring. I do too. Thank you. I'm glad you do. So see how it's all colored, which is great. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use that distressed gold. So distressed gold, did anybody get that? Or you can use gold foil. It doesn't matter. Whichever one, you know, rocks your boat. It looks just like this, okay? Very, very, very pretty. Distressed looking. How cool is that? Okay. So I'm just going to cut some up. And then we're going to make 2 of these. All right. Since it's nice and light, I'm going to do on one swoop. How's that? I know. I'm so talented. Like, get her done. Okay, so, bam. Okay. So, Jerry, are you excited to go to your first on stage? You must be so excited. Sherry, are you going? There we go. Okay, so now I've got 2 little pumpkins. Okay, 2 pumpkins. And they're very cute. Now, what I do is I'm going to put these on the back of these vellum, okay? And it'll make a nice little gold emboss. You don't have to do it. You can have it have the card go right through. But if you do this, you'll be able to put dimensionals on. So it's really up to you, because both ways are beautiful. I've shown you both, and they're just gorge, okay? So I'm just going to put a little bit on the side. And this is that Stampin' Seal, so it's going to hold it pretty good. Like it's already holding on my fingers. Okay, there we go. Nice. So that one's nice and firm already, ready to rock and roll. And then my Mary Merlot, which these are always hard to, the Stampin' Seal is always hard to work with sometimes. Okay, I think I got enough glue. I don't know, maybe I didn't. Let's try one more time. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to, again, put this on top of that gold, distress gold, and I've got 2 pumpkins. Oh my gosh, look at me, ready to rock. Okay, now, let's get moving. So don't forget to, if you haven't gotten this, you need to really get this. This is so, so nice. Now, next to die cut is this little guy, okay? So we're gonna die cut this. And let's see. Oh, good. I'm so glad you are, Jerry. So glad. So let's get the die cut for this little guy. Oh, and why don't we do this too while I'm at it? So I already took my option. I already got this done, so we wouldn't have to go through it. But again, I die cut the Loveliest Day right here. Okay, and did the gold embossing. And it came out just so pretty. So that one's already ready to go. And then my last die cut is my floral. So you just want to line this up, make sure that you've got the right side. Oh my God, if you could see this up close, ladies. It's so pretty. It's so pretty because the colors just came right through. And it looks like different color with, it looks like we actually colored everything and then we did gold embossing. It's so pretty. It's such a little simple thing to do. Using it just 2 or 3 colors, right? And then you're done, right? And it's so, oh my gosh, it's like, oh, what an artist we are. Okay, so we're gonna move this over here. Just feel a little bit safer if it's, you know, really covered. Okay, let's put this one in. This is the last one to do a die cut of. There's only 3, let's see, 3 things to die cut, and then those little twines, about 6 of those I usually do. 6 to 8, depending if I like more or less. Now we're gonna put this together, okay? Oh, okay, I understand. Oh, I'm sorry, that's too bad. I would love to meet you. Hey Gina, how are you? Nice to see you. Okay, so let's definitely. Doesn't it look like fall? Isn't it pretty? So pretty. Even found these. These are the hardest things to find when you're doing a live. You never can find them. I'm going to be bringing, like I said, about 4 of us are going. And then my other 2 teammates are going to the Anaheim. So if you're going to Anaheim, a couple of my teammates are going out there. Val and Deb, we're going to miss you. It's a lot closer for them. And we'll have to get some swaps going as far as some, I'm thinking fall stuff, obviously, and get some cards made so we can start swapping around, right, Jerry? We're gonna have to do that, and that will be fun. It's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of nice people. So I get to go to center stage. I'm gonna do that. That'll be fun as well. It's gonna be a fun time, you know, cocktail hour and fun stuff like that. There we go. Okay, so I got a million dimensionals on like I always do. I centered this in. Again, a very nice simple card to do. It doesn't take much. Okay, there we go. We got that nice. Now, remember, I got this cool guys right here. They are look how pretty these are. So we're gonna put these on an angle. And you can put them straight. You could put them up here. Even add my little gold guy. See, I had a gold pumpkin. You could put a gold pumpkin in there if you wanted to. Anything you wanted to do is fun. Just remember, you've got your beautiful flowers to offset these beautiful pumpkins. So you might want them a little bit even because you want to use the stumps of theirs, okay? And you can absolutely put dimensionals on here because if you notice, I'm going to try to get as close as I can. The flowers are in pumpkin pie, okay, that I did on this side. You put the dimensionals on these 3 pumpkin pie flowers. That's your, you won't see the white go through, and that'll pop it up, okay? And of course the pumpkins, because we put gold behind them, they can be popped up and you won't see any of the dimensionals, okay? So if you like to pop things up, if you don't, then you don't have to. But see, look, nice, simple. So that's the gold, distressed gold with the white backing. And we're just going to maybe put a couple of these. But I have to remember that one is going to go on top of the other. So I have to remember which one I want. I think I'm going to do Mary Merlot on top this time. So he gets, yeah, I like that. I like that one. Okay, and then this little guy, he'll just get all his little dimensionals in a row. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm stuck to myself. There we go. Is everybody having a nice Labor Day holiday? Doing a fun stuff? It's been it went from 84 to I think 65 today. Wow, fall doesn't waste any time. Okay, it's September 3rd. It's fall. Now you'll see I put it like mid. Not, I didn't put them down low. Of course you could do that, but remember you've got this wonderful title, so you could actually put this on the top instead of the bottom. So there's a plethora of different ways you could do it. Or you could put this in the middle and put this right on top of it. But I'm going to do about 3/4, or right, actually half and half. You're right, maybe a little bit higher. Right there. Okay? And then remember I already got these on the 3 flowers that I colored on the opposite side of my embossing. And oh my gosh, this is so pretty, guys. It's so pretty. Now I want some of my flowers to kind of peek out, and then I want some of my flowers to let the show, okay? And just a little bit. Okay, that's too cute. I think that's just too cute. Now, so far, so good. So look, this is so darling. Look at that. Oh, it's 80. You, Sherry, are you somewhere warm like Florida or Arizona or California? You must be somewhere fun. So I've got that going for me. So darling, I know that I want to have this here. So I'm going to get these on very quick. Okay. Isn't this an easy card, you guys? Does everybody have embossing? Does everybody have gold embossing or silver? Hopefully you've got some. It's easy to get on Amazon, by the way, just an FYI. Okay, I'm just going to put this right here. I'm loving that. Okay, this little guy looks a little too flat. I like to have dimensions. So I don't want him to, I want a little bit, yeah, he looked like he was kind of drowning. I like that. Okay, I'm not going to touch it, I promise. Now, the last thing to do is these little guys, and I'll show you these. Look at these. They're little tiny vines, all right? Really tiny vines. I did them all in distressed gold. I did them on the other one. I used the textured chic paper as well as the distressed gold. Okay, so these are the tiny little guys right here. See that? Tiny, tiny. There's one more, and he's AWOL at this very minute. He doesn't. He's a little. I guess he's a little camera shy. So what I'm going to show you with these guys is, you see this tall one right here. He's got a little bit of a kind of a fun, funky area. Okay, so what I usually do is I'm going to get a little bit of Tombow right here, and I'm just going to just put the little tip of it, but I want him to be right up here. And if you have any Tombow that shows, remember it's going to disappear, so don't get worried. And then let's get this one here, and is my tool. It's better. Now remember, the ones with the tip. So I think I'm going to do that one, and I'm going to glue that. Okay. I'm going to put this one right up here. Okay. Cool? You're in North Carolina. Oh, okay. You got embossing goodies. That's good to hear. I'm going to say one other trick too when I get these all situated. So this guy here, I'm just going to put a little bit right on the pumpkin itself, and you can either use all 6 or 8 of them, or 4 or 2. All right, it really doesn't matter. It's really whatever you want to do. If I've got leftovers, I try to use them because I cut them. Why not, right? Because you're just going to lose them and throw them away because they're so darn tiny, right? We're going to just put him, I think I just want him off to the side. OMG, look at that. Oh, I'm stopped. There we go. So look at that. Look how pretty that is. That is so, so pretty. I mean, oh my God. So cute, isn't it? So now what I'm going to show you really quick, go back to this because I've got to put dimensionals, but I don't want to forget to show you something. I did this in white embossing, okay? And then I took soft succulent, and I did a nice little blending brush with it. So you can take white embossing and do a nice little blow dry, and then what you can do is take one of your handy dandy stamps or ink, use your blending brush, okay, and then just lightly figure out what kind of colors you like. And isn't this pretty how it goes right over? Look at that. So I wanted to show you that you can also do white embossing instead of gold, and then you've got these pretty colors that shine up and they look really pretty. I think this shows the best, more so than this one. You can't really see this one as well as you can see this one with the soft succulent. So it gives you some great ideas, you know. Thanks, Gina. Just a nice little FYI. See, nice, another one. That's all about teaching. So there's other variations of how to do a pumpkin. Okay. So now we've got this pumpkin. We have this little guy. So now we have to get decorated. So obviously I could definitely use these, okay? I know all about them, but I've got a plethora of beautiful stuff. All kinds of, oh my God, these would be pretty too. OMG, pretty. But let's use the leaf labels. Now inside my card, I'm going to put one of these leaves. Okay. So right here, let's use this little guy on this. Okay, what do you think? Look how pretty that is. It's just got an amber color to it. I think it's just as darling as can be. And there we go. Oh, I'm just going to put a couple of these right on the stump area. And then I'm going to put a couple of these right in my flowers so you can see the flowers up close. Okay. Look at that. And then maybe a couple of these right on my label that I did. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at that, guys. Look at that. So I have this one. I did this one in the gold, seasonal one, the embellishments. So pretty. And then of course my lots of gold with my textured chic. So you can do all kinds of fancy schmancy pumpkins. You know, you can be very bougie or very conservative, and you know what we all do. But these came out, I mean, amazing. And then when you do use textured chic, you need to heat emboss on the paper, because look how gorgeous that came out. It came out so pretty. So, I mean, I highly recommend you do this. It's a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thanks for joining me today, guys. It was so nice. I thought these were just lovely cards to start out with. And inside, you guys, I'm going to use one of these little guys for the leaf. And I'll put a little, a cute little embellishment on that. You know, I'll mess around with that. I hope you got those. They're really pretty. Well, anyway, have a great weekend. And enjoy your Sunday. All right, everyone. All right, ladies, have a great week. All right, take care. Have a nice holiday. Bye.